Welcome back to the Capture Your Confidence podcast. We are talking about confidence in motherhood this month. And one of the things that I think we so desperately need to have a talk around is the fact that you're not doing it wrong. It's just really freaking hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
The hardest thing you've ever done. Because you know what? They are literally from you. And so everything that they say is like an amalgamation of a thing that you've said before that's like your words used against you. And their little personalities are like just like yours. I look at my kids, I'm like, you are the best of me and you are the worst of me.
Yeah. And it's interesting because I think, or for me anyway, that it's so hard was tied to like the 0 through 4 years or the 0 through 5. And so it's like, I'm out of those years now. Like, let me, I'm in the sweet spot. And there's definitely parts of it that are the sweet spot. But also, like, gosh, it's harder now because you have personalities. It's like looking in a mirror. I need more therapy. I need to understand how to parent you better.
Yeah.
And it's not just changing diapers and keeping you on a sleep schedule.
Yeah. I mean, when you were little, I couldn't see myself actively traumatizing you. But now that we're having conversations, I can witness the programming that I'm installing on you and realize in real time, I don't want you to have that hardware. It is the most uncomfortable feeling in the entire world.
Yeah. And you're now at an age where you're probably going to remember this.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So I got to get it together.
Do you want to know the question I ask myself all the time whenever my kids, like there's something going on, if we're like arguing or if I like handle something poorly, I literally think to myself, is this the thing they're going to have to go to therapy for? Like every time I'm like, oh my God, is this it? Because I swear to you, my parents are like, I'll bring up a thing that like was really traumatic to me. My mom will be like, I can't believe you're still like, for my mom, like when she married my stepdad, who I am in love with, they went on their wedding and didn't invite me. And I was like heartbroken. And literally it was like scarring for me. And so every time they bring up their anniversary, I'm like, oh, the day that you became dead to me, that's cool. And it's like, she doesn't understand that was like really scarring, which I mean, like as an adult, you're allowed to have fine, go have your wedding. You're allowed to have it. But also like that is, you know what I'm saying? You never know what the moment's going to be. Yeah. It's just like, I can't believe that's the thing that you're hanging on to right now.
Right. I know. And also it's like a really good thing that we're so pro therapy because it's like, you're probably going to go anyway.
Oh, I've got a fund for you, babe. Here's a pocket of money. Go solve the problems I gave you.
So I think it's really important. I mean, we can joke about it, but I think the reality is like we have a lot of work to do as women and as, fellow mothers to just dispel this myth of perfection and dismantle it and like talk about it openly because we're really focused on a lot of Pinteresty stuff.
Yeah.
One
of the things that I've noticed being so difficult about the season that we're in right now with these like middles, right? I mean, they're, 7 to 10, is that I can see their confidence dropping in certain circumstances. And I know this is just part of it.
Yeah.
And I can guide and offer tools and support, but I can't change it for them. And that to me, like as your kids get older and knowing they're going to have to learn some of this stuff on their own and figure it out is the most difficult thing because you just want to fix it for them or you want to keep them from experiencing some of the hard things that you had to experience, but that's not what parenthood is. Parenthood is preparation, not elimination.
Yeah. And, helping them navigate. And then also it's like helping yourself navigate.
Ooh, it's like you got to go back and do it for yourself. Like you realize, oh my God, when I was her age, I was doing this thing too. And now I have to go back and fix that for myself this time because I couldn't do it then.
Yeah.
It's like double.
Yes, we're parenting ourselves and our kids. But I also think that like we are breaking so many generational curses or, problems.
I subscribe. I literally think about the generations of women in my family who did not have access to the tools and resources that I have access to, who did the absolute freaking best that they could do with everything that they had. Yeah. And then I think about how fortunate I am that I get to literally flush so much of that down the toilet before my kids have to get to the place where they're managing it too.
Yeah. And then I love to think that like we're building a legacy of what solid mental health and, taking care of yourself and prioritizing yourself could look like for generations of women to come.
And also equipping them with the understanding that their like own internal compass and their own narrative and their voice is the most important thing. And in a world where we've been told to sit still and look pretty, like that is the furthest thing that our kids are hearing. I'm so proud to literally raise children where they will never be made to feel like they have to shut up.
Yeah. I mean, what a thing to feel good about when you are in the thick of it, because it's kind of hard.
And yeah, one of the other things I think is really difficult in this season, and not just the season, I think this follows you all the way through motherhood, but this ideal of perfection. You mentioned this whole Pinterest idea of like the birthday parties and the, just making everything such an experience. And like, that's exhausting.
Yeah, it's exhausting. And also, like, I think it can set your kids up in some areas, because I think I have done that in some areas. And now, like, those things are not as special anymore.
And they kind of expect it. Yeah.
Yes, because I've made it so accessible for you to have this really cool thing or this really cool experience that I'm like, oh, well, one, like, I'm running out of tricks. And two, like, now it's not that cool to you because we've done it so many times or you've experienced it so many times. It's almost like not backfiring, but it's just having a different effect than I anticipated.
I do not know the name of the podcast episode, so this is probably not going to be helpful. But one of my girlfriends, Danielle, we had her on the podcast recently. She was telling me about a podcast episode that she was listening to about how so many of us millennial parents who have done so much work to be gentle, calm, caring parents are raising a generation of absolute turds because everything is like so like reasonable and easy for them. There's no like circumstance they have to work their way out of to build that like resilience and like solve problems for themselves. And so all of this like, we're going to make it a really emotionally safe space for our children to like feel the way they feel. It's like, well, then they just turn into absolute turds. Like,
yeah. Or like not even, having the ability to navigate difficult situations. Because like even right now, the kids are in a new camp with a lot of new components. And one of them is like they take money to camp and they buy things. And having them navigate, like I'm not making it super easy. It's hard for me to do it, but I'm like, no, I cannot like load you up with cash so you can have all the candy in the world. Like I have to help you make choices. So I've been giving them like a set amount. And for one of my kids, this is like definitely a trickier thing, but I could overhear them saying, well, I only had $6 and this thing that I wanted was $6, but this other thing was $2. And I knew if I got the $6 thing, I couldn't get the $2 thing. And it's like, I probably could have given you $8 and avoided all this. Right. But
this is life.
Yes.
Like this is literally life. It's the safe arena for them to learn the things. I love this. And you're so good about this. Like she'll engineer these gauntlet circumstances for them to like learn many life lessons. And I'm like, God, you want to be my mom? I don't know. You want to teach me how to do this stuff? But it's really cool because you're allowing them a low risk way to step into decision making and critical thinking.
Yeah. And, it's like part of the game, but it's hard because you do want to bubble wrap everything and make it so easy and so, remove the friction.
Yeah. And if you're me, you want to give them the $8 so that you don't have to hear them complain. Because the complaining is the thing that just really like gets at me. And I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's because, I grew up in a time where like you were just not allowed to complain. Like that was just not a thing you were allowed to do. And now my kids complain a lot because I let them express themselves, I don't know what it is, but it literally is like nails on a chalkboard for my kids to complain. So it's like, I want to solve this problem so I don't have to deal when really it's eliminating their opportunity to learn a good life skill.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're in it, friend.
We really are.
We're in it.
And so if you have sat back and you have thought to yourself, man, this is really hard. You ain't playing, sister. You are absolutely correct. It's the hardest gauntlet. Motherhood is the hardest foot of them all. Okay.
Yeah. And if you want to join a group of women who are going through it right along with you, maybe think about coming to the State of Women conference.
Absolutely. We're going to be exploring how to work smarter, not harder in all areas of your life, career, and motherhood. And we would love to see you there on October 9th. You can find all the details in the show notes.
And we will talk to you soon.
Bye, y'all.